Welcome to Local Injection Music Reviews. My name is Dylan and today I am reviewing the album Make a Rainbow and Put It in the Sky by Brisbane alt-rock quartet Young Lions. What a title. This is the band's fourth studio album and it was released independently on the 6th of January 2023. It has 13 tracks, technically 11 with 2 listed as bonus tracks, and half the songs were released as singles, with the first being Help in 2018. It was recorded and mixed by Brock Weston of Brisbane band Bugs and produced by Callan Orr, the guitarist of frontman Zach's other band Dream on Dreamer. The album has strong themes of identity and empowerment and explores mental health, possibly because of the impact the pandemic had on the band. Make a Rainbow and Put It in the Sky is kind of a musical culmination of the band's first 3 records. You've got the heaviness of Burn, the tenderness of Blue Isla, and the expansiveness of Mr. Spaceman. Going through the album, we have the opening track, Exit Plan. This is a punchy track that gets to the chorus relatively quickly and features Zach's signature passionate and loud vocals and almost eerie falsettos. The rhythm section is the star of this track. You've got fast drums and deft bass, particularly in the second verse. This is a solid start to the album and definitely makes you want to hear more. Up next is the single Run, and this is about constantly looking for more inspiration. It kind of seems like this was written from a musician's point of view. I mean, I get that they're a band and all their songs are written from a musician's point of view, but more specifically, the lyrics of this song definitely can be attributed more to that ambition and creative drive that you see in a lot of musicians. This comes through in lines like, "It's what you do when the music makes your heart beat." You can definitely see how the cancellations and the restrictions and the general fuckery of the pandemic would have negatively impacted this band, and not just financially or from a career point of view, but also their mental health. If you've been doing what you love for so long and then all of a sudden that's taken away from you for 2+ years, yeah, that's gonna mess with you. Next we have another single, Kaleidoscope. This is about a loved one struggling with depression and wanting to help them, but also understanding that we are all responsible for our own happiness. You've got the line, "I can't be the one to hold your hand through every second of it," before the bridge that's almost a breakdown. This is definitely one of the more energetic songs on the record. Moving on, we have Facing the Light, which has a stripped opening with just vocals and guitar. This song is about an uncomfortable confrontation with a loved one and is a great example of Zach's storytelling. It's a kind of haunting track that ends with this gang vocal chant, "Maybe we'll be alright," so I suppose it does finish with a positive view. Next is the single Coming Home, which seems to be lamenting a lost relationship. I think the standout on this track are the catchy picked guitar melodies, and also the bridge and final chorus are very different, which kind of propel the song forward. Then we have another single, Golden, which is also very catchy because of these vocal melodies all throughout. This one is lyrically quite empowering and comforting. You've got lines in the chorus like, "If you're broken, you can stay a while and stay until you're golden." Moving on, we have the song Help, which was the album's first single. I have a soft spot for this song because it helped me through a rough patch and also encouraged me to check in with my friends, which is very important and something that you should do often. It's about struggling with mental health and wanting to support others feeling the same, which is kind of an overarching theme of this album. Similar to the opening track, Exit Plan, it doesn't take long to get into the chorus. In fact, each verse only has 4 lines. It has these very invigorating lyrics like, "So just call me anytime, anywhere, and maybe I can be there to help," which is quite heartwarming. After many listens, I can say that the drums are definitely a highlight of this track. And you've also got these quiet vocals and picked guitar in the outro, which kind of nicely ride out the tail end of the song. Next, we have yet another single, Pilgrim. It opens with a vocal sample of a man talking about personal clarity before this acoustic guitar comes sweeping in, accompanied by Zach's warm vocals. It has quite an important message, and I love the line, "If there's something that I'm meant to be, then surely it's to be who I am." You also have the final lyric of the chorus, "When the truth hits, it hits like a freight train." Up next is Waiting Room, and I've got to say, personally, I believe this is the best deep cut on the record. You've got this really cool picked minor melody overlaid with gentle acoustic strums in the opening, which just draws you in from the get-go. The track just builds layers until the climax of the final chorus, so you've kind of got this undulating tension and release throughout the song. I particularly love the line in the bridge, "Without love, it all falls down." Moving on, we had the signature acoustic track on a Young Lions album, Found Me. Now, Zach has proven his ability in this style before with songs like Mr. Spaceman and also Dream on Dreamers' Violent Pictures. Found Me is essentially an optimistic breakup song. We've got really powerful lines like, "I won't spend time going backwards because I'm not scared of the road ahead." The only criticism I have of this song is it's mixed quite loudly for an acoustic track, which can be quite jarring if you're listening to the album in full. Then we come to the epic closer, title track, Make a Rainbow and Put It in the Sky, which was also a single. It starts with this wailing, eerie picked guitar melody ringing out, which was really awesome to see how they create that atmosphere live. You have more use of vocal samples. This time it's a lady kind of talking about this spiritual euphoria. The song follows this fictional narrative of attending a party where you feel like you don't belong, and it's actually written in the second person, so he is addressing you, the listener, specifically. You've got these big riffs and almost manic drums in the chorus, which really bring that energy to a crux. And a bridge unlike anything they've done before, with a key change and a raw vocal performance. Then it ends with another vocal sample of the same woman speaking to a man about seeing colors. Up next, we have the first bonus track, Push, which was previously released as a live studio recording. It's got a melancholy chord progression that actually changes to this upbeat and catchy chorus. It's essentially a sad story of lovers falling out. You've got lines like, "I love you so much, it's not worth saying." Even though this is a bonus track, I'm glad the band included this in the album because it's actually one of my favorites. And finally, we have the actual closer of the album, another bonus track, Valium. It starts with acoustic guitar and bright electric strums that actually contrast the heart-wrenching lyrics and energetic chorus. You've got lines like, "Take a look outside, what can you save me from?" which seems to allude to this idea of overprotecting loved ones for fear of them getting hurt, but as a result we're not actually setting them free. This is the darkest song on the album and is about feeling suicidal, then being consoled by a small gesture and ironically addressing the stigma around poor mental health. This particularly stings in lines like, "Hey, let's forget about it." The bridge also twists the chorus lyrics to mean something different and actually ends on a rather hopeful note. This song in particular, like Pilgrim, is a testament to Zach's insightful storytelling. All in all, I would give Make a Rainbow and Put It in the Sky by Young Lions 9 out of 10. We're starting this year's album reviews off strong. The best song on the album for me is Kaleidoscope. Overall, the record has great songwriting, clever arrangements, powerful lyrics, and compelling performances. The band keep it interesting from start to finish. There's elements on here that they've never done before, while also tipping their hat to their roots and the styles that made them who they are today. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Young Lions and their album Make a Rainbow and Put It in the Sky. It is available everywhere now. Go give it a spin. You guys are touring in the middle of the year, so you can go see them at a city near you. And as always, listen to local music. Peace.